You want me to feed them?
All I've done is right now I'm almost at 2 full pages. So if I can get to like the third, like 2.5, I'll be good. But I don't know.
They asking my name, man. Ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you, life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you, early I'm up, I can't spend a day with you, I'm out of my business, I ain't getting paid with you, my color bright, I ain't finna play with you, man I gotta come clean like I made with you, I've been on my everybody drop when I drop, this shorty, she support, lifting up, never not on my grind, New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries, competition shouldn't take shots, take no flags. Reporting live from the winter side, running try, keep a different vibe. It's you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the blues. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coats. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop union tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like 2 boxes to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better
you. Brooklyn at home, bring the pressure for sacks, 0.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Let's go, let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals. No strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On second down, it's Bell, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
56.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Darnold from the red zone now. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Starlatulele breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Griffin's got it. Middle of the field. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Kill.
Darnold from the gun. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Mario Addison able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They toss it to Thompson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go, set. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Check. Crouch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold caught here by Bell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Watch the eye. Hey, switch gears. Slam.
No waiting.
Twins. Watch twins.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Allen to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Steve 6.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Red 80. Red 80. Check 3, check 3. Check 1. Red 80. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Like that.
Back to throw, Darnold. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Rashad Perriman to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. is fielded at the 2. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his man Griffin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Darnold. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Mario Addison able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Bell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Now he'll escape to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Matt Milano able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Thompson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's caught by Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take on. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. From just shy of midfield, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Shift. He's coming. Double up.
On third down, here's Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Off of play action, Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Darnold. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Fanuma's got it, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now Darnold. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Bills get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but They haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Anunwa, the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here we go.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike. Mike 5-4. It's been a long day for you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Being chased out left. Airing one out for Crowder. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And here we go on fourth. Darnold caught here by Griffin. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. Here's Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Yeah. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 72 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right, get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
And he's going to get in for the score, and the lead now cut to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
That's 10 times dropping back.